Everyone, this is Sean Smith. I'm one of the tournament directors over at Riverbend Suited Angler Trail. So I'm going to let you know we've already had our first two tournaments. We're starting to have our third tournament coming up on Goose Pond Colony on Lake Guntersville Saturday. I'm just going to go over a few slides here in just a minute. But first of all, I just want to thank all of our sponsors that makes this thing happen. And if it wasn't for them, we couldn't do it. But I want to thank Freedom Marine, GTO Waterfront Bait and Tackle and Cabins, Team Arc, and Shortstop Stream Printing. And also, y'all know this is bass sanction. It's a local trail qualified to the Alabama Nation High School, State, and National through AOY. Also, the top three finished towards AOY automatically gets to go to the state. But also, at these tournaments, we have our logos on our shirts and caps, and we sell those. We got the T-shirts for 20, long sleeves for 25, and the caps for 25 also. But I ask everyone just please watch the video and pay attention. Very important instructions. We'll be going over everything from registration to weigh-in. But I'm going to go ahead and get started with a slideshow. Like I said, it's at Goose Pond over in Scottsboro on Lake Guntersville. And also, I'd like to thank Christopher Tate. He's with us tonight also as we're doing this video. Without him, we couldn't do anything on social media. So he's the man for all that. So anytime you see the phone number at the bottom, 256-505-2022. Anytime you're out there on the water fishing or before you fish, if you want to send a video or a picture to him, to Chris, you just text to that number and he'll put it live on Facebook. But the check-in rule, failure to check in and turn in boat flag will result in disqualification of the entire school or club. One member of every team must view this slideshow and video meeting on Facebook. And a lot of people ask if we have meetings on Fridays, the day before the tournament, but no, this is the meeting. But we'll go through some other things here as well. But we don't have a meeting except for on social media. Official practice ends at 4:30 on November the 18th. All competitors must be off water by 4:30. Registration Bass Nation trailer will be set up at Goose Pond Boat Ramp behind the store. Y'all know as you go into Goose Pond where the boat ramp is right there on the right, there's a store there. The trailer will be set up right beside it, behind it a little bit there, just like we did last year with the Bass Nation. Friday, November the 18th, 4:30 to 5 p.m., the Bass Nation trailer at Goose Pond will be set up where you can get your boat flags and stuff there. Boat ramp passes will be sold at registration because you do have to have a pass to park your boat and trailer. But just see the store there or see us. We'll take care of it for you. Just come see us. Saturday, November the 19th from 5 a.m. to 5:30 at Bass Nation Trailer. We'll also be there too if you didn't get to come Friday to pick up your boat flags. Make sure boat flag matches boat number on the registration card. We do accidentally make a mistake every now and believe it or not. But also maximum horsepower for all outboards used in official practice and in tournament will be 250 horsepower. Each boat must include a boat captain and 2 anglers. If only one angler, boat must have an observer and a total of 3 people per boat. So if somebody lays out at the last minute and you have to get somebody, please see us and let us know. Myself, Sean Smith, or Brandon Edwards or Scott Ashley. Here later on another slide, you'll see our numbers and I'll make sure I go over that as well. Launch site is at Goose Pond Colony. There's a $2 boat ramp usage fee collected at ramp. Purchasing ramp usage permit at registration will expedite launching. May use alternative ramps. If you use alternative ramps, we still got to come over to where we blast off at and blast off with us and go through the line with the boats according to your number. Blast off will be at T-Dock around point behind the playground. We'll go over that here in a little while when I show you the mounts. Boat flag must be secured to boat and visible sight of staff and other competitors. I would suggest on the boat flags, if you'd put it on your back pedestal seat or somewhere more stable. We had the Tiger Division this past weekend, yesterday, and we had a guy tied it to his light on the back and he lost the light and all, but just gonna let y'all know that. Blast off time will be approximately 5:40 to 6, depending on safe flight conditions. Life jackets must be worn when big engine is running, includes boat captains. Keep safe distance between boats and always maintain safe boating. And also remember, if you see somebody fishing, stay 50 yards or more away from them. First flight check-in time is at 2 p.m. Flights will be in 10-minute increments. No wake, Goose Pond ramp area, observe buoys, and other areas marked no wake. Off limits 50 yards west of check-in dock to causeway 100 yards out. The size limit, 15 inches on largemouth, spotted bass, and smallmouth. Tennessee smallmouth must be 18 inches and only keep one. Fish will be measured with mouth closed and fail fan to attempt to measure. 5 fish limit per boat. Fishing must stop when 6 fish enters boat until called back down to 5. Check-in will be on floating dock besides the boat ramp. Must check in at Goose Pond even if launched at alternate ramp and have no fish. That's the main thing with us, is safety. We want to make sure everybody gets out and comes back safely. So no matter if you have fish or not, you must check in at Goose Pond, even if launched at alternate ramp and have no fish. If not, team could be disqualified. So let's just make sure it's just a safety thing. Let's make sure we come in if we got fish or not and do the check-in with a check-in person at the end of the dock. Must check in before going to weigh-in. You must check in even if you have no fish and turn in boat flag. If you leave early, you must call myself, Sean, Brandon, or Scott to check out of tournament. Water weigh-in, tie up to dock and bring fish to scales. Do not trailer the boat before weighing in your fish. Official Bass Nation weigh-in bags must be used. Must present boat flag at bump station to weigh in. Anglers, tell weigh master at scales if you want to weigh big fish. Because if you don't, and we go ahead and weigh your fish and you return them, if you had a big fish, that's just bad luck on you. Weigh-in will be at Goose Pond Colony behind the store. Fish will be available at back of trailer for pictures. And there's the numbers at the bottom of this slide. It's myself and Brandon Edwards and Scott Ashley. So y'all go ahead and get those numbers and just save them in your phone. And right there is S&S Marine Towing. If you have any issues, they'll come get you and bring you back to the dock or get you going. You just give them a call. That's S&S Marine Towing LLC, Stephen Clark. You see their numbers there. They're 24 hours dispatch. All right, let's go over the blast off procedure. Launch boat at Goose Pond Colony boat ramp or alternate ramp. Proceed to staging area around point behind playground slowly and safely. Stage by flight and boat number according to map. Line up by boat number before getting to dock to expedite. If boat number before you is missing, continue to proceed towards dock. So first, if you boat 50 and they've already called 48, 49, and they're not showing up, you just keep on going. We want to get everybody out as quick as we can. Approach dock in parallel line. Do not approach from a 90-degree angle. Anglers, do not stick your arm out to stop boat from hitting the dock. The last tournament when I was blasting everybody off, there was probably 3 or 4 that came in a little hot close to the dock and they put their arms out there. I don't want to see that anymore because one boy really thought he was going to hurt himself, but luckily he didn't. So I'd rather skin up a boat a little bit than I would break somebody's arm. Let's just be safe out there. Number 8 there, idle the entire length of dock parallel close enough for staff to complete boat check. The boat check will consist of boat flag attached to boat in visible sight, running lights up and on, even if it's daylight already, live wells open and running, live jackets on and fastened, and the kill switch attached to the driver. Do not pull the kill switch. Number 10, if any of the boat check items are lacking, you will be pulled behind dock to correct. The last staff member at boat check will tell you when it's clear to go. You must continue to idle past end of dock. Boat captains, do not take off until you clear the dock. I repeat, do not take off until you clear the dock. The do's and the don'ts of the boat captains. We're just doing the high school division this year, but you can help Cole manage fish care and verbally teach and instruct the kids, the anglers you got in the boat with you. You cannot run the trolling motor, you can't net fish, and you can't handle any rod and reels, fish, or handle any tackle. All right, once you check in at boat dock, tie up to a dock, send one angler to get a weigh-in bag, get a ABNHS fish bag from weigh-in site, make sure a net bag is in the black bag. Put your fish in net bag and put net bag in black bag with water. Proceed to get in line at bump tanks with the boat flag. Make sure you have the boat flag, because once you give us the boat flag, it's when we'll check in how many fish you got, so it goes straight to the lady running the computer, and that way you're already in line. So when we call you out, you're all in order. So let's make sure before you come up there, you got to have your boat flag. Take your net bag with the fish and place in the water tank. Keep net bag closed so fish don't jump out. Make your way through the line and follow directions of the bump station crew. Bump man will take boat flag and check for dead fish, count and measure fish with mouth closed. Then you will wait at the staging tank for the MC to announce your name. Proceed to weigh station and tell weighmaster if you want to weigh a big fish. While we are weighing your big fish, the MC will interview the anglers. All right, anglers, this is your stage time. So you want to make sure that you thank your sponsors, your team, your boat captains, family and friends, anyone else you want to thank. Parents, feel free to take pictures while your anglers are weighing. We also have a place set up behind the trailer for more pictures, but please make this fast because it's very important that we get the fish back in the water so they'll live. But also, if some of you forget your camera or ain't got your phone with you in a hurry, you can always go on our website. And Chris does very good at taking good close-up pictures as well as your kids. All right, we're going to go over this first slide here of the morning traffic flow. 3 lanes when entering the boat ramp area. The right lane for boat is for rigging. You know, if you need to do a little odds into your boat before you put it in, stay in the right lane. And the right lane is the one closest to the stores, the right beside in front of the store. And then the other 2 lanes will be for going out and going ahead and putting your boat in the water. This one here is just showing you how we're doing the traffic. There's the 3 lanes entering the ramp. Right lane, 5 minutes is the minimum, max rigging, and left lanes to the ramp. So if you notice as you come in, you're just going to turn right. And your first right, if you're on the one towards the store, that's where you can finish doing whatever you need to do, unhooking your boat and all that, and getting ready to put it in the water. The other 2 lanes in the yellow is the lanes that we're going to be directing traffic constantly. We ain't stopping until as soon as somebody puts in and gets out of the way, we're putting the other ones in the water. And if you notice, Goose Pond is a pretty good sized ramp, so it ought to go pretty good and smooth. Also on the blast off, if you'll see, so as you park your boats or your boat trailers over here, you'll go ahead and you'll troll around here and you'll see how we got it boat 1 through 50. This is off that T-pier dock. And then you'll have the first 50, then your second, and then your third boats there. And that's how we'll do it. And you just come beside the pier there, and then you'll idle on out. Like we said, then you can blast off. And you notice the trailer is right there in the morning, but it's going to be set up over there to the right of the store. You'll see it in the next slide. So here comes the check-in time when you come in to weigh in. The first set of floating docks you see there, there'll be somebody sitting down there at the end. And no matter if you got fish or not, I repeat, make sure you check in. And you'll see where everything's off limits there. It's pretty much out in front of the docks. There's buoys usually set out there, and then over to the right, there's like a little bridge or a causeway, pretty much right in there. From there back, you can fish, but that way, this way up towards the Goose Pond, you can't fish. It's off limits. And here we go for the weigh-in. So after you tie your boat up, you'll get off, go up the pier, go up the walkway, then you'll go back behind the trailer, come around between the trailer and the store to get on stage. You'll see the bump tanks and all. You can see how we got it there. All the spectators, y'all can set your tents and stuff up right there behind the store out in front of the trailer. But you can see how you got anglers, y'all got to walk behind the trailer and come around to the front side of it that way. We'll make everything pretty smoothly right there. Well, all right. I think we ended up with 94 boats is the last number I got. Check in at the dock. Everyone, even if you have no fish, please just make sure that you check in. That's our main concern. You know, we had a couple that had a few boat trouble stuff over this Tiger division, but we finally, everything worked out good. But but at least we got a hold of them. That's the main thing. So if you're having any trouble or anything, you call us. If you can't get a hold of me, we got 2 others. But out of all 3 of us, I promise you, one of us is going to answer the phone. Just remember the check-in rules. And scales will close 30 minutes after last flight time or into the end of weigh-in line, or until we have everyone checked in. Any problems or emergency, call 911 first if needed, then me, Brandon, or Scott. This slideshow will be uploaded on Facebook for reference. And but last but not least, Lincoln, we're still thinking about you and we're still praying for you. And I know you're going through a rough time, but you just keep fighting. And we're going to see you again, buddy, out here on this water. But on the RSAT and Bass Nation, all, man, we're thinking about you and we're praying for you. And we're going to be thinking about you this weekend. But thank you for your viewing this, and we'll see you at Goose Pond. And y'all be safe.